Hello and welcome to this highly requested, very long-awaited video. As you can tell from the title, or if you watched my previous vlog, you will be able to tell I got a nose job, and that was 2 years ago now. 2 years and a couple months actually. Okay, it's actually been 2.5 years. I procrastinated this video so badly, but I'm here now. So I am finally here to answer all of your questions. Do I regret it? Am I happy with it? And what is the price? Everybody asks me this question, and I will be addressing it today in the video. If that's the only thing you're interested in knowing, feel free to skip ahead. The timestamps will be down here somewhere. But if you're interested in hearing all of the other things, any updates and stuff, timeline, everything, just keep watching. So pre-op, I looked like this. I was very unhappy with my nose for a long time, honestly, since I remember it. So I decided to take the leap and get my nose job in March 2023. I think it was the 16th, if I'm correct. If you haven't already watched the nose job vlog, feel free to, if you want to see me looking like an alien. It was interesting. But please note, the lighting and sound and everything is terrible in that video. I edited it on my iPhone, okay? Please, free me. So the main way I prepped was by watching other people's experiences online, speaking to other people who had gone to the same company as I went to, at the same doctor as me and everything like that, so I could get as much information and know that I was in safe hands with who I was going to and where I was going. So as for prepping for the actual operation, the main thing I did was just researching what I should bring, and what I did bring was things like arnica gel, these little cotton kind of pads that when you add water to it, it kind of expands, and then you can wipe your face, because you cannot do skincare for like the first week, and that sucks. So having something to wipe your face with is a life changer. Definitely bring some sort of lip balm. Vaseline is my go-to. It's the OG. So I brought my Vaseline with me, and she saved my lips, because you have to breathe through your mouth because you have the little tampon things in. Your mouth will be dry, your throat will be dry. Oh my god, your throat. Okay, this is another thing. Bring strepsils or some sort of throat soothing thing, because oh my god, your throat just feels really sore from all of the mouth breathing, and you will be snoring. When you have your cast on and the tampon in, you will be snoring because you have to literally like sleep like this, and you're breathing through your mouth, and it's just ugly. So just be prepared for that. And as for mental prep, I don't know, there's not that much you can really do apart from doing as much research as you can to ensure that you are in safe hands. Otherwise, you just kind of got to breathe through it and work through it and tell yourself that it's going to be worth it and it's going to be okay. So as for the timeline of how it all went, for the first 1 to 2 weeks, I was very swollen and bruised. I was unable to move my top lip, so I couldn't really smile. I couldn't really talk properly. It was just a bit weird and funky looking. After that 2-week period, your bruising should have pretty much disappeared, but you will still be very swollen. For me, once it reached around 3 to 6 months post-op, you start to really see the kind of shape that it actually is and how it's looking and how it's healing. At 9 months post-op, you pretty much see almost the end result, and then 1 year post-op, you're fully healed and you have the nose that you will hopefully have for the rest of your life. And like I said, I am now 2.5 years post-op. So Q&A time. First question, what company did you go with? So I went with Medaway. They are based in Turkey, Istanbul. The reason why I went with them was, well, first of all, I heard lots of good reviews about nose jobs specifically. I've heard some mixed reviews about other things, but for nose jobs, generally I heard really good reviews from Medaway. The main thing that solidified my decision of going with Medaway was the fact that I got to speak with other girls who had actually had their nose jobs by the same doctor and in the same place as I was going to have. Next question is, who was your surgeon? My surgeon was Dr. Akin. I don't know if he's still at Medaway. Honestly, I don't really know much. One thing I will say about just Medaway and the surgeon in general is it's not very like personal, the experience. Like, they get you in, they get you out. It's like boom, boom, boom. For me, it was like, okay, we're going for the consultation. It was not a consultation. It was, okay, I'm going to show you some pictures. This is what I want my nose like. I don't want it to be too pointy or like a Cindy nose. He was like, yeah, cool, let me grab a photo. Okay, photo done. Okay, bye. It was just like boom, boom. Like, I didn't go to visit him in his office or anything like that. It was literally, he came to my hospital room, he asked me these things, and then, yeah. Personally, I was fine with that because I'd already done a lot of research and I saw his work beforehand. So I was like, yeah, fine. But to some people that might be a bit of an issue, so just keep that in mind if you are thinking of going with Medaway. Okay, next question, did it hurt? Honestly, it's kind of a mixed thing because I guess for me it wasn't like pain, like it was more uncomfortableness. There were some times where it was a little bit painful, but nothing I couldn't deal with, especially because they give you pain meds and stuff, so overall it's dealable. I did find that my teeth were kind of numb and felt weird, and that was a really strange sensation. The thing that I struggled most with was probably the fact that my skin felt really dry and sore and sensitive from the icing. Like, even to touch it, I was like, oh my god, that hurts. And because I'd never been under anesthetic before, it was kind of like a shock, I guess. It was an experience I'd never had, so I didn't realize how groggy and fluey and just shit I would feel afterwards. Like, the second day hit me. I was gone. I was so exhausted and just felt really achy, and yeah, that was not fun. But it wasn't really like the nose part, it was just like the fact that I'd been under anesthetic, so my body just took a bit of a hit, and obviously you're taking antibiotics as well, so your body's just going through it. But overall, if I'm to give a pain rating scale, I would say like a 5 out of 10, because it's not too bad, it's dealable, but you do still obviously feel something. You've just had your nose broken, depending on what surgery you get, but I had my nose broken. So yeah, you just have to expect pain for going through a surgery or something, but it's nothing that's like absolutely excruciating. So I would say like a 5, normal, mid kind of pain. Now for the most requested question, how much did it cost? I'm going to start this by saying that it was 2 years ago, and you cannot base the price of like what your nose job might be off of this, because pricing changes. Everyone has different noses and experiences and shit, so everyone's price will be different. So yeah, don't base your expectations for the pricing off of this video because it's just unrealistic. So to answer the question of how much was it, for me, it personally came to £2,200, which is around $3,000. And this total includes the surgery, the transfers, and the accommodation, which had breakfast included, but not dinner and lunch. So we had to get dinner and lunch ourselves. And it did not include the flights either, so I also had to pay for that. So if you include food and flights as well, it came to around £2,500 for me, which comes to around $3,400. So yeah, that's how much it cost, and it was so worth it in my opinion. Like, damn. Next question, was it what I expected or asked for? Yes, I will say yes. I wanted it to be as natural as possible. I will actually put a photo on the screen somewhere of my reference photos, what I wanted it to look like. Obviously everybody's noses are different, so it's not the exact same, but it's as natural as it could possibly be. It still holds my character. It doesn't completely change my face to the point where I don't look like myself, but it does change it enough for me to actually feel happy about my nose. So yeah, I would say it's how I wanted it to be and how I had expected it to be and asked for it to be. Next question, was it worth it? Yes, all I can say. Yes, in so many ways. The main reason I got my nose job anyway was because it really shattered my confidence. I was really unhappy with it and just didn't like the way I looked. So basing it off of that, am I happy with it? Super happy. Like, I couldn't be happier. It has boosted my confidence in so many ways, and I feel like this is the nose I was born with. It's a really weird feeling because I don't know myself with my old nose now. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. If you have a nose job, you will also be able to relate, I think. Maybe I'm just talking for you. But next question is, do I have any regrets? Overall, for everything, no. Because of the fact that it looks the way it does now, and I'm very happy with it and myself, and yeah, it has boosted my confidence in so many ways. So overall, I don't have complaints. So last question is, do I have any advice for people who are wanting to get it done or looking into getting a nose job? That was a long question. So my advice, research as much as you can. The other advice I would have is really consider whether this is something you genuinely want. If you're not genuinely 100% on doing it, even if you're 99%, I wouldn't risk it personally, because you have to be really solid on your decision and the fact that you do want this, else you could have regrets, and that would be probably the worst thing because it's on your face forever, you know? It's a big decision. So really genuinely think about it. Like, do you actually want this? It's not a light kind of hearted decision to make. It's a real life-changing decision and it should not be taken lightly. So really, yeah, my advice there is make sure you are 100% solid with the decision that you want this done. I hope this has answered any of the questions that you've had, and if you have any other questions, feel free to drop them below. I will try my hardest to respond to them. So the main update of actually how my nose is now, this is how it's looking from the sides and the bottom and the top and stuff like that. I am fully healed now. It's been 2.5 years, so this is a final result. You can see exactly how it's gonna look for, I mean, hopefully the rest of my life if I don't get hit in the face by a ball or something. I do not claim that. Now I'm scared. Have I just jinxed myself? There is one thing I will mention about my nose is I don't feel like the deviation has been completely corrected. If you look at it from underneath, you can see that the deviation is not completely gone on the right side, I think. Sorry for the close-up, but you can actually see that the deviation is still there when I lean backwards like this. It goes slightly to one of the sides. Honestly, it doesn't bother me much at all because it looks natural. It still looks good. If there's a little bit of deviation and it doesn't impact my breathing or anything, I don't care. It still looks really cute, still straight, still smaller here. That's all I wanted. But I do feel like it's worth pointing out that that deviation is still there. But I can still breathe. I am still good. I still think it looks really cute, so I'm happy. I really don't mind about that personally. But yeah, there is my nose job update. Finally, it's been very long awaited. I know, I'm very sorry. Overall, thank you for watching, and if you've been here throughout the whole journey of it, I appreciate you sticking around. Feel free to stick around for more beauty related videos. I am also doing vlogs and stuff like that, so all kinds of videos. If you like my vibe, stick around. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!